guys, Matt here, hope you're all good. Welcome to my brand new short licks series. So I'm going to do just a short lick every month, and depending on how well it goes, I might do one every week, but I'll start off with just doing one every month. So it'll just be a short little lick using sort of various techniques, and we'll also talk about some of the note choices within the lick, and obviously like the scale choice and things like that. So you saw me play the lick for this month at the start of the video, so let's break it down and see what's going on. So the whole lick is in the key of E minor pentatonic, and it begins on the 5th string, and eventually we're going to end up on the 1st string. It's a fairly straightforward run. Essentially we're just going through each note of the E minor pentatonic scale in order, but spreading across the fretboard. So you could do the same thing, just going down one shape of the E pentatonic minor scale, but in this case we're just going to go across the fretboard. And it makes it kind of a fun and interesting lick to play. So it starts off on string 5, the A string, and we're going to start off with a hammer on from 5 to 7. So we're using the note D. We're going to hammer on to the root note E on the 7th fret. Okay, so that's the first part. Okay. Then we're going to move on to the 4th string, and we're going to do the same pattern. So we're going to play string 4 on fret 5. Okay, so that's G, and we're going to hammer on to A on the 7th fret. Okay, so far we've got. Okay. Once we've done the hammer on the 4th string, we're going to slide from string 4 on the 7th fret. So that's A, and we're going to slide across to the note B. So we're going to have this. Okay, so we're actually hearing 5 notes, but we're only picking 2 of them. Okay, so we're starting off by picking the D, hammering on to E. Then we're going to pick the G and hammer on to A. From the A, we're going to slide up to the B. Okay, so once we've done that little phrase, we're then going to move on to the 3rd string. Okay, we're going to grab D on the 3rd string. We're going to hammer on to the E on the 3rd string on the 9th fret. So the 7th fret on the D, hammer on to the 9th fret on the E. Okay, once we've done the hammer on from D to E, we're then going to slide from E across the 3rd string up to the 12th fret for G. So far we've got this, we put that all together. One more time. Okay, so we're just going up the scale in order, but now we're sort of moving across the fretboard. I'll do a separate video of each individual shape that we're using from the pentatonic scale, but we're starting off in shape 3, we're moving into shape 4, and then we're moving across into shape 5, going across the neck. Alright, once we've done the slide from E to G on the 3rd string, we're then going to jump onto the B string. So we're still in shape 5 here of the pentatonic minor scale, and we're going to grab A on the 2nd string, that's the 10th fret, and then we're going to hammer on to B on the 12th fret, like so. Okay, so if I just join that 3rd string run across onto the 2nd string, here's what it's going to sound like. So here's D on the 7th fret, hammer on to E. Okay, so once we've done the hammer on to B on the 12th fret on the 2nd string, we're then going to slide from B up to D on the 15th fret. So here's what that's going to sound like. one more time. Okay, so once we've done the slide on the B string, we're then going to move on to string number 1. Okay, we're going to grab the 12th fret, so E, the root. And we're going to hammer on to G. So that's the 15th fret, hammer on from 12 to 15. Then we're going to slide from 15 up to 17, so G to A. Okay, so if we put all of that run together so far, here's what we've got, starting on string 5. Okay, so it's basically a series of hammer-ons and slides so far. Now at the end of the lick, what we're going to do is we're going to do a string bend, okay, from A on the first string, so we're on the 17th fret here. We're going to bend from A to B to the 19th fret, so 17 to 19. Okay, now I'm going to re-pick that string, so when I do the slide from G to A, I'm going to re-pick the A to get to B. Okay, so all together you've got on the first string. Okay, you could do that with an upstroke pick on the bends there, so down pick on the E string from 12 and then hammer on. Upward pick for the bend from A to B. It will also work with a downstroke as well, so play around with which works best for you on that one. Okay. Okay, so we're going to come out of the bend from B back down to A, so release the bend. Okay, make sure you don't lose the pressure coming out of the bend, otherwise you won't hear the note if you lose the fret. Once you come out of the bend, drop back down to G on the 15th fret. Okay, so now we have this on the first string. Okay, once you finish that phrase, jump onto the B string. So we're going to grab the root note E on the 17th fret. Now we're going to bend up to an F sharp. So this isn't in the E pentatonic minor scale, it's actually taken from the E natural minor scale. So it has a bit more of a melodic sound to it at this stage. So we're going to bend from 17 should I say. We're going to bend that up to 19. So we're going to grab E up to F sharp. Okay, so here's from string 1, I'll link that into the B string at the end there. Okay, I'm doing a rake there as well into the bend, so as you grab your B string on the 17th fret, I'm just raking the strings up to the note to give it a bit more of an interesting kind of sound. Okay, if you want to do the rake, just make sure you mute out the thicker strings, so string 6, 5, 4 and 3, and you do that with the first finger like so. I also use a bit of the picking hand as well to do that. So a mixture of the two at that stage. Okay, what I then do is we bend up to F sharp and then we bend up another semitone beyond that. So we're actually going to do a tone and a half bend. So if you listen carefully, we're going to bend up to 19 and then you're going to bend up to 20. So you're actually going to grab G, okay? So it's a tone bend and then a little bit further for a semitone beyond the F sharp. Alright, and then I'm going to resolve by coming back down to E and add some vibrato, so that's fret 17. And then slide out of it. Okay, so the last little bit there is probably the trickiest part, the rest is just sort of pretty straightforward hammer-ons and slides. So here's that last bit again from string 1. So grabbing the E, hammer on to 15, so G, slide up to 17 for A, bend up to B, I'm going to re-pick, release the bend, pick G on the 15th fret, and then we're going to grab E on the second string of the 17th fret, bend that upper tone to F sharp, then bend a semitone further to G, and then I'm going to resolve back on E on the 17th fret. So here's that all together. Add some vibrato at the end as well before you slide out, gives it a cool kind of effect. Alright, so here's that whole lick played from start to finish. I'll play it really slowly first of all. Okay, a little bit quicker. Alright, just a little bit quicker again. Alright, there we go. So that's my first lick for this month. It's a brand new series. If you enjoyed that and you got something from it, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to do a new one for the next month. I'll probably release one on the first of each month. If they get a good response, I'll perhaps do one every week. Thanks for watching. See you soon.